most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family, never forgetting where we came from.
Welcome to the Network Show. I'm your host, Lawrence Wingate.
And I'm Nancy White, your host. And today we have an amazing lady that you're going to love getting to know. Tina Torres is the gratitude specialist. Welcome, Tina. We're so glad you're here with us today.
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh. So, Tina, everybody that we come across, we always love to hear behind the scenes, the stories behind the scenes. And being an entrepreneur is hard work, especially when you're working corporate and doing entrepreneurship and creating new business and business. Mm-hmm. And it's a long time. It's full time.
It is.
So looking back, what brought you into the entrepreneurship arena? What was it that was in your life?
Probably when my son was 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was 20 years old and I started my own in-home daycare center. I wanted to stay home with him and I needed to make some money. Mm-hmm. I was young and newly married and in a military town. So a friend of mine said, why don't you start a daycare center? So many people need daycare. And I was like, okay, let's start a daycare center.
You didn't even research or anything. Okay, I'll do that.
And it went good. It did very well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Wow, that's incredible. So was there anybody in your family that had ever started businesses that you had any kind of influence, or was this just something somebody said, you should do this, and then you just jumped right in?
No, my mom actually did an in-home daycare as well.
Okay.
So not really as an entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
but, she did an in-home daycare as well, so I kind of knew,
what it would take
mm-hmm. and stuff like that. But as an entrepreneur and doing entrepreneurial, creating a business and all
mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff, nope, not at all. I was the first.
You learn as you go.
I was the first.
Yeah.
So, in your in-home daycare,
mm-hmm.
what type of children did you watch?
Well, I watched just a lot of military children mm-hmm. until my youngest son was born. He was a preemie baby. So then we needed some special needs therapists and stuff mm-hmm. there. And through them, I started doing a lot of special needs kids. I've always had a heart for special needs children. So when they started telling me that, so-and-so needs help, or, I have a client who needs help, come on, bring them all in. And I ended up having around 15 children in my home, and 9 of them being special needs.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's hard, when you are a struggling mom, or, even a young mom, and you have special needs children, and nobody's willing to take your child in for daycare so you can go to work.
Yeah.
I was able to help them.
That is a heart, and a lot of times you started almost having a ministry along with your business. So, and times what we go through in life, we sort of lean towards those areas that we've already experienced.
Yeah.
So, Tina Torres, gratitude specialist. Let's talk about that. How did that become?
Probably when I started my company.
Mm-hmm.
I started with a direct sales company in 2007. We were taught to send out to give, and the art of gratitude and sending cards and gifts to customers and clients. Mm-hmm. And I kind of just took that a step further. I would send cards to everybody and follow up with them. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're like the follow-up queen. So then I created the followupqueen.com.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I just kind of pursued it from there. I was teaching people how to network, and people were asking me one-on-one, hey, can you teach me how you do this stuff? And can you teach me how to follow up? You're such good at follow up. And then one of my friends was like, you know what you need to do? You need to create some workshops. And so I created the Gratitude Specialist, and I created follow-up workshops where you can follow up and then follow up throughout the year.
Yes.
I created Networking on Purpose, where I teach them how to network, where to network, when to network, and
you're on the network show.
Exactly.
Yes.
And just teach them, because so many people do not know how to network properly, because it's all about building relationships. So that's what I teach. building relationships, building that know, like, and trust factor, and getting them to show gratitude to the customers that they have now, to nurture those relationships now. And in that way, you don't have to work so hard to get new clients.
I'd heard a statistic years ago, and you can tell me if it's true, Tina, that if you have just 5 touches a year with your current clients and customers, that you're pretty much going to have that client or that customer for life.
Yep,
Is that true?
It is. I usually say 5 to 7.
Okay.
And it's every other month. And I teach people to send cards, to send gifts, to send emails, even though a lot of people don't open their email. Your name still comes up, and they see Tina Torres, the gratitude specialist. To be in their social media, because they see Tina Torres, the gratitude specialist. And then they actually get physical gift in the mail, and it wows them because nobody does that.
Right.
They actually get a physical card in the mail, and it wows them because it's not a bill.
Yes.
So, when you do that, you do that extra step, it wows your current customers. It wows your clients in order for them to stay. And then they will stay with you. And so stay with you for life.
Yeah.
So in other words, what you're doing is pretty much just doing something that was done many years ago, and just bringing it back and taking the extra step to show people, hey, you're more than just a client. I care about you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I know, and I think there's been some other good studies too that show that it takes a lot less time, energy, and money to keep your clients and your customers than it does to go out to get new ones. And so nurturing those current clients and customers is huge.
Yeah. One of my things that I teach people is $12 a year is all it takes to nurture your client. It's about $6 for some cards and stamps, and about a $5 gift. Instead of spending so much money on marketing and putting billboards out, or putting your ad in the newspaper, or putting your ad in a magazine
And getting zero
and
ROI.
getting zero. Just nurture those relationships, because everybody knows around 250 people, and if you nurture those people, they're going to then in turn refer you to others.
This is true.
That is absolutely true.
So, before we move on, we're going to go to a commercial break.
Okay.
And we'll come back and learn more about you.
Okay.
All right?
Oh, but before we break for a commercial, Tina, just thinking back over your journey, is there one thing that you would absolutely never, ever do again that you would love to share with others so that they will absolutely never do it again?
Wow.
Oh, but before you answer, we are going to take a quick break, and you're going to have to come back to find out what is Tina's item, the thing that she did or didn't do, or whatever it was in her journey that she would absolutely never, ever do again.
We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Rakina with Celebrations Remembered. And if you've ever had a celebration that was so stressful that you hardly remember it, then we are the folks for you. We handle everything from start to finish, from your invitations all the way to your final cleanup. Our contact information on Facebook is facebook.com/celebrationsremembered and the number 1. Our email address is info@celebrationsremembered.com, and our phone number is 704-259-4458.
Welcome. This is the Perky LLC kiosk at South Park Mall. I'm David Frankel, the owner of Perky LLC, the clothing innovation company. The product I invented that started this whole business is called the Perky collar. It lifts the collar up so it doesn't droop and sag. We also have other great innovative products such as the pocket square holder, which keeps it from unfolding and falling down. We have some great stainless steel collar stays, as well as Magnatuck, which keeps your shirt tucked in. Come check us out, South Park Mall. The kiosk is called Perky LLC, between Toomey and Francesca's, here in Shaw, North Carolina. See you soon.
Welcome back to the network show. I'm your host, Lawrence Wingate.
And I'm Nancy White, your host. And today we have Tina Torres with us, the gratitude specialist. And before our commercial break, we asked Tina a question that I'm sure you're waiting for the answer. So Tina, reflecting back over your journey, is there something that comes to your mind that you would absolutely never, ever do again?
Probably not let my personal life interfere with my business. So many times as an entrepreneur, you are going through, things at home or your kids or anything that is going to knock you out of your game. And it's going to knock you all the way back down, and then you're going to have to climb yourself back up again. So once you get to that top, I would say and it's hard. I mean, because I've done it.
We're human.
So it is very hard to not let something like that go through. But to keep your business going, no matter what, is even more harder to start your business from the top again, or from the bottom again.
It is, and you have to. That's when you have to go back to. Everybody says your why or whatever it is, but to be able to separate and to be able to cause that what you're doing for your personal is for your personal. What you're doing for your business is your business. But that's when it comes to people helping each other.
Yeah, exactly.
That you fall back on other people that you can call, and you can have a mentor or somebody, an encourager going, I'm going through a pewy time right now.
I need help. Yeah.
I need help.
You always want to have your tribe that makes you vibe.
That's right.
And I always tell it's your power of 5. You're going to have 5 people around you, and it's going to be your circle. And, you're going to have to go out of that circle, but you always have that circle that you can go to. That one person that's going to help you, keep your brand together. That one person that's going to help you with, like a coach. That's going to keep your mind together, So it is hard, but just try to keep that personal and that business separate, and your personal life. Some things happen, and I mean, believe me, I've been through everything. But you let that kind of go and say, okay, I still have to persevere. Yeah,
and I'd heard an analogy. It talked about how your business is like a train, and the train, you get it going, it goes slow and keeps on going. And then when we stop, it takes so much more energy to get that train going again. Whereas if you keep on, even if it's just slowly.
Exactly.
To keep it going.
One step at a time. Progress over perfection.
I like that. Progress over perfection.
Yes.
So in the early segment, we talked about follow-up and follow-through. How important is that?
Well, they always say the fortune is in the follow-up. So I really say that. The fortune is in the follow-up. If you don't follow up with your people, they're not going to know what you do. They're not going to know what you provide. They're not going to know what products you offer. But the one thing that I know a lot of people doing a lot of market research is the one thing that they were struggling with is follow-up. But the one thing that they don't do is follow-up. and I mean, and the numbers change all the time too. Right. We've heard 12 to 17 touches, and most people stop after 3. Yeah. So back in the day when I first started my company, it was 7 to 12 touches.
I got you.
Whether it's an email, a social media, something on the TV, something. But now with social media and everything coming at you at all angles, it's 15 to 17 touches. Which is a lot.
It is. And it's not just picking up the phone and calling. I mean,
it's, an email, a text message, a social media post, a newsletter, a card, a gift, seeing them at a next event. It's any of those things. All of those are touches. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have anything else you want to ask her? Or?
So I know you have just launched something new, Tina, and I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh. So tell us more about what you just launched last week.
Well, I found that a lot of people need a group coaching type of program. I did a lot of market research, and the 6 things that they needed were mindset, follow-up, networking, social media, and then I actually put in their gratitude. And I think there was one more, follow-up, social media, networking. So there's 6 things that we focus on. And so I started an online group coaching program called Gratitude, Goals, and Growth. And it's our G3 program. And we meet every week, and we go over a different topic. And then they have a week to reflect and to actually do it in their.
You mean take action?
Take
action.
action.
in
Oh, I
their
learned all
business.
this, but
Yes, and then I hold them accountable, and everybody else in the group holds them
Uh-huh.
accountable as well.
That's great.
So if there's something that they're struggling with, they can post it online, and others can help them too. So it's not just me; it's others. So we do a lot of masterminding. There's a lot of workbooks involved, a lot of worksheets involved. But like last week, we started on mindset. And I think that is the very most important thing that you need to do is
Exactly.
I
have
agree.
a good mindset. And if you don't have that positive mindset going into any business, nothing is going to work for you.
it's like you're limping in.
Yes.
You've got to, and it always starts, even in my business with healthy mind, body, and spirit. It
Exactly.
always starts in the mind before any
But you
changes.
said healthy mind first.
Healthy
Exactly.
mind
Yes.
first.
Yeah.
So if you
Yes.
want a different results, you have to think different.
You have to think differently because your brain doesn't know what's going on outside. So if you train your brain to think that this is going on, it's going to say, okay, this is going on. If you train yourself to think that you're a millionaire and your brain thinks that you're a millionaire, you're going to act like one. If you keep on saying all these negative things into your head and all
Yeah.
these things, it's going to start portraying that. And the negative things are going to attract to you.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I always say is what you send out, you get back. If you send out positivity to the world, you're going to get positivity back. But if you send out negativity to the world, you're going to get that negative back. Just that
Awesome.
energy.
It is.
Well, Tina, you learned so much about you today. How can someone get in contact with you?
Well, any social media is all the Gratitude Specialist because,
Okay.
I brand myself very well.
Yes.
So thegratitudespecialist.com and any of the social media platforms is always the Gratitude Specialist.
Absolutely, Tina. And I think everyone should really connect with Tina because everybody needs a Tina in their life.
Yes.
They need that positive person because when we do have that grateful heart, then we do just function better from morning till night.
Tonight, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you
we
guys for having
appreciate
me.
that.
I appreciate
we're
it.
so
We
grateful
learned
for
a
you.
lot.
Grateful for you.
Oh.
Well, this concludes the interview with Tina Torres, the Gratitude Specialist, and also in the interview for the network show. We'll see you next week.
Most important thing in business is honesty. Integrity, hard work. Family. Never forgetting where we came from. So you are what you are in this world. That's either one or two things. Either you're somebody or you're nobody. The most important thing in business is honesty. Family. Never forgetting where we came from. So you are what you are in this